Today's Talk About a Tuesday question is, what are some ways other than a salary that a business owner can derive value from their business? Great question. Sometimes you actually want to keep your salary very low at a minimum so you can minimize your tax liability in terms of personal income. So you can do that and really get a lot more value that you would have paid for with your salary through a business. For instance, your business can own or lease a company car that you use for business purposes. And with that comes gas, with that comes maintenance, with that comes insurance, all these things that you would have paid for out of pocket if you bought it for personal use. You can also, if you have a home office, you can write off a portion of your home or charge rent. And with that, again, everything that comes with it, furniture that's for the room, business equipment, things for dual use. So we're talking about furniture, computers, printers, whatever you use for the business, but it can also be for dual use. So there's benefit there. There are instances where your business can provide housing for its employees, which means that the business can actually lease an apartment that provides, housing for its employees. There are other things that are like health insurance premiums, retirement plans, and there are other things that are deductions like travel and meals for business, right? So even if you have your annual meeting, if you're set up as a corporation, the cost of travel and lodging in another state for your annual meeting is covered as a tax deduction. There are so many different benefits, and a lot of it is based on the business structure that you choose. There are more benefits for a C corporation than there are for any other structure. There are a lot of benefits for an LLC that don't exist for a partnership or a sole proprietorship. So the best thing you can do is go to your accountant or tax advisor and look at the particular business that you have and maximize it. There are so many ways to derive benefit that you can get that instead of a salary that would have cost you, right, had you gotten a salary to cover the cost of those expenses. So being a business owner is phenomenal, and it's legal, right? It's not that you're cheating. There are plenty of things like providing a salary for your kids to do work instead of giving them an allowance and using that salary for them to get things that they need for school or for whatever it is that they, you would have covered again with a salary for yourself, because that's a tax deduction for your business. So, the list goes on and on. I think for a corporation, there are about 300 different deductions that are available. Again, things that some are dual use that you would have paid out of pocket had you gotten a salary. So you can keep the salary at a minimum, and you can derive benefit in other ways because those things won't cost you out of your salary, which keeps your earned income tax rate really low. So I'd love to hear how you guys use your business to give you greater value other than just your salary. And of course, there's the ability to borrow against, right, the equity in your business, which is not taxable and it's not considered, a salary. And there are many different ways. So again, I'd love to hear the ways that you have used, some ideas, some creative ways, legal ways that you use your business to derive value other than a salary. But please like, share, subscribe, keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.